Who's right? Who's wrong? You decide. Hash it out with Frank Garay and Brian Stevens.
Hello, my name is Brian Stevens and this is Frank Garay, and thanks for watching another edition of Hash It Out. Today we want to talk to you about down payment assistance programs. Just a couple of days ago, we found a study from RealtyTrack where they said that there are currently over 2,000 down payment assistance programs across the country.
Wow.
In the Northeast, they have 228. In the South, they have 598 programs. The Midwest, 310. And in the West, there's 518. Here's the point. These programs, by and large, have been and are currently funded, meaning there's money available for lenders, real estate agents, and clients to go find and utilize to make that home buying mortgage that they're going to have a little bit more tolerable. And maybe some of the amenities or upgrades that you can get on the house through EEM type of stuff are available as well. The question we have today is it a good idea for loan officers to go out there and learn about these programs when offered up to their clients, or are they simply better off to stick with what they know and charge forward? Frank?
That's a good question, man, because I tell you, we know a loan originator who used to work for the same company as us, and she pretty much specialized in all this down payment assistance stuff, and she knew it all, inside and out, forwards and backwards.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, she did clean up. She was extremely busy, one of the most successful loan originators we've ever known as far as volume is concerned, right? Now, here's the deal. Virtually every one of the deals she did was one of these down payment assistance deals, which means all of her files were this thick because every real estate agent in town knew she was great at it, so that's pretty much all she got. So she was really busting her hump, on these, these deals are a lot more complicated, a lot more paperwork, so she was that loan officer. I think she still is today. So I'm not so sure if it's really worth becoming the expert at it. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, you're going to be busy, but you're going to be really busy doing the hardest deals out there, the most difficult deals. You just don't get the easy slambozos because they think you're that down payment assistance loan officer,
Well, here's a couple thoughts on this. First of all, Frank, every file is now this thick.
Yeah, well, now hers are this thick.
Okay. And before, this was a number of years ago, before LO Comp, when you could pick and choose what you were making. A lot of these down payment assistance programs would cap what the loan officer could make on a deal. So if somebody was in a bucket that was paying them, 1.75, and maybe these down payment assistance would only allow for 1%, it would create complications there.
Yeah.
But now that loan officers are sitting on the same comp packages on everything they do,
interesting.
I'm going to think that a lot of these down payment assistance programs are in line with that. So I don't think you're necessarily going to be disqualified for monetary purposes. Now, on the other side of that equation, we knew we know quite a few, but we met a guy who's up in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And he didn't do any 3% down when they offered it the first time around. Didn't do any Govy loans. He did a minimum of 5, 10, and 20% down conventional loans. One of the top loan officers in the country. Whenever he got something outside of that, he would hand it off to other loan officers to do. But his whole point was he would close these deals super fast and the transactions would go absolutely perfectly.
Because they were great deals.
But in a similar fashion, all the real estate agents knew if they had a great borrower, you'd simply want to send it over to this gentleman. So the question is if you're going to be jumping on down payment assistance programs, does it pigeonhole you to where you're going to be the one doing these labor-intensive deals, or is it just giving you another arrow in your quill? Personally, and I'll let you finish up here, I think that a loan officer who considers himself a professional, a full-blown professional, has an obligation to his clients and to himself in his career to understand all the financing options that are available. After all, we're not just over here to make a buck, but I think most loan officers in the industry today are here to truly help their clients, and you can't say that with a straight face if you don't have the programs.
Yeah, I think what it comes down to is choosing the real estate partners that you're working with. Because now that I think about it, a lot of the real estate partners that Wendy was working with the down payment assistance borrowers, they seem to dwell in that group of people, and that's really who they got, you know what I mean? And I'm betting you, our fella out there in Minneapolis, wherever he was, I'm betting that the real estate agents that he was attached to were more on the upper end of things, and so that's just their natural client base.
A different demographic.
So I don't know. The question is, what do you guys think about it? Do you go out and try to be the well-rounded guy and kind of do it all, or do you kind of target? I'm just going to work with the cream de la creme. I'm going to focus on these down payment assistance guys. I guess that's our question that we have. I don't really know what the answer is. I was always a well-rounded guy myself. What about you?
Again, like I said, I think everybody needs to offer up whatever's available for their clients if they're truly a professional. A really cool site that you can go to as a realtor buyer or lender, it's a site called downpaymentresource.com. You can go in there and they actually have interactive maps of the areas you live in to find out all the programs, and it gives you all the links that you're going to want to have to see what's available in your area. So if you're a loan officer out there right now and you got some time to lean, which means you got time to clean, check this site out and might just find a program that you can market to some real estate agents so you can find a little more success.
All right, well, there you go. Thanks for joining us on Hash It Out. Again, let us know your comments down below. Forward and share. We'll catch you next time here on Hash It Out.
Hash It Out airs every Thursday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time and can be viewed on MortgageNewsNetwork.com.
Hello, this is David Koster for the Mortgage News Network. Today, nearly 90 million people will go online and watch a video. This explains why our weekly online shows have been such a hit. Custom-produced videos are simply the most powerful way of telling a business story. National Mortgage Professional Magazine gave rise to Mortgage News Network. Our editors and producers have been telling the stories of this industry for decades. To learn more about sponsorship opportunities that are available, and to learn about the video services we provide, request a media kit. You can do so by sending an email to info@mortgagenewsnetwork.com or pick up the phone and call Beverly Bolnick at area code 516-409-5555, extension 4. And remember, while others cover the world, we cover yours.
This is Mortgage News Network.